So now this one is ready for kale. So now we are going to put it on kale. And that is blue. It's 55. This is okay. Because it is a little bit too hot for kale to thrive a bit higher than this. The lower you go in Europe, the less they will thrive. And the higher you go, the more they will thrive. But you won't reach green condition unless you are in the lower regions of region 1. And that is, where is it? It is, this is the lower region of region 1. Here you could reach 100%. No guarantees though, but up here, which is where I like to play, you can't get higher than this. You get roughly blue. You get moderate. But it's better than a kick in the teeth. Barely. Yeah. So they are now in the beet group, which they shouldn't be. I want them in their own group. This will probably change as we play, because when we get max out other farms, the kale farms will be in with the flax, I think. Let me see, how many is that? 8. You guys are going to... I'm going to put them as soon as they're done with the planting, because they seem to be done. Basically done now. So yeah, they don't need 8. I'm going to give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, do you guys have... Yeah, you guys are sharing, aren't you? Yeah, you're sharing with these. I'm going to leave you as is. Yeah, look at that. We get plenty now. Actually, we have probably too much. We will have too much. I just know we will have too much. Oh, we're going to need more storage. I'm going to give a few of these some as well with farm crop. But I don't want to waste anything, even though we have things, plenty of everything. Yeah. So when these are also done now, I'm going to put them on kale instead. So kale is pretty low, actually rather low with regards to their food value. They are actually better than they was. They're now, I think it's 350 they are in comparison to what they used to be, but it's still, yeah. Oh, it's a 400. It could be 400. They are ridiculously low. But kale should be okay here. So they are blue and 56. So you guys are going to have kale, and I'm going to use the other one for kale as well. Because somehow they seem to, even though not kale, but there's peas, I mean. So even though beetroots are much less calories than peas, they seem to like to eat up the beetroots in a swoosh, in a swish and a swoosh. It's like they have love for it without it showing on anything, you know, because the beets, you know, they only have 500 calories in comparison to pulses that has 2000. And the likes of beetroots is neutral. It gives no unrest, nor does it give any happiness. And it's the same with pulses, but they always choose to eat the beetroots before a lot of other things, which is a bit odd. They've always been like that, though. It's not like there's just something that just started happening. You know, it's always been like that. I'm going to take this one step down to get rid of that one stupid percent. It's probably that woman with frail. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if it's her. Oh, look at him. He became 73. Okay, so these are done all full now. So I had a little one I made over here. See how that looks. Yeah, it's got plenty free. Good. Why is the game acting like it's saving all the time? I have a VSDC running at the same time, and it's taking up so much memory, it's ridiculous. I have 64 gig, so it should be alright, but you can see if I move over a place where I haven't been in a while, you can see the game is stuttering a bit. So there are still things to do with the optimization. It's one thing I don't understand. I admire that they have their own engine, the engine they have made, yeah? I admire that. I think that takes some guts to do. But I'm not sure it was the best thing to do. If you look at other games, for instance, look at Manor Lords. I'm pretty sure they're using the Unreal Engine. Pretty sure. Because I don't see any reports of any bad optimization or stuff like that for that. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think they should have gone a little bit different, focused much more on optimization than they have at the moment. Because even I get bad frames. Well, not bad, but I got lowered frames. The higher my tribes are, the more popular. If 450 with tons of build, I will linger around 25, 20, maybe sometimes down to 10, depending on what I'm doing in frames. And I have a 4080 RTX NVIDIA, and I have an i9 and 64 gig RAM. I should not be stuttering in the slightest. I should have on average 120 frames with it capped. So now I have 72 with 95 people and quite a bit built. But that will fluctuate depending on how much I move and what I do, of course. Okay, so now this is done. We can open this and let people eat the kale. I'm going to leave these open because there's an overflow of, definitely an overflow of flax. You guys need to get going. They only have that one, so don't mess about. Because we're too slow. The yield is going to rot in the field. We don't want that. Yeah. But cropping has been reduced, so you will need more people or high work hours to do the cropping and the tilling. The tilling as well is slow. With the tools we have, because we don't have the proper tools, it has been reduced. Reduced prematurely. Making cheese, making cheese. 8, 9. And then there's 6 there in the process. So I have 2 of the stone flints so they can last longer, and I have 2 of the wooden spears because those are the 2 tools that are used the most at the moment. Wooden spears are used a lot because they are used both for planting and for tilling, so they're used a lot. So they will have high decay, while also the the stone sickle is used every day, all the time by gatherers cropping stuff. Also in the farms when they are clearing and when they are cropping the wheat, the harvesting. So yeah, it was a very good move to allow us to put whatever we want in the storehouses. It's so good. It's so good. Let me see, do I have enough reed to keep up? $150 should do it, but I will give you 2 more people because, actually I'm going to give you 4 more. I'm going to give you 8 to keep up because we want more housing soon as well. I think I'm going to make these 2 equal later. Or with something that fits together nicely. Like beets and flax. Well, we have enough flax. Let's see how many are sleeping now when we have added more of the better housing. See how many are sleeping in these. Should be as few as possible in these though. Now everyone is sleeping. You have two. Three. Yeah, so these are full. So these are now overflow as well. 8 spaces left. So we need more. We need more. I'm not going to do these. I want to give space around here for longhouse, for a longhouse with medium house. So I'm going to fill out here with, let me see, how much stone do we have? Oh, 66. We can easily do another one here. Is this a hill? It is a hill. Ah, so that's why there is some weirdness here. Because it's a hill. God damn, I didn't even notice. I quite like that. Here, I'm not sure what to do here because it seems to be very uneven. I think I'll give some here, but I'll do these first. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. She's fine. They don't have any increase in any levels, but that's fine. They don't have any uber bad grades, so I'm going to build a little bit organic. I'm going to add this one. And when they have started building it a little bit, I'm going to add next. The reason why I wait a bit to wait till they have established is that sometimes if you put things down at the same time organically, one of them can disappear. The devs are aware. So we don't want that. That'll do it. Yeah, so now they've started. So now I'm going to see how much clay do we have. We have 300 clay. That's not enough. How much wood do we have? 168. We can do this. So we're going to do the other way. This one is going to go, let's see, there. So the red is where you're blocking repair spots, the build spots, and entrances, service points. So that is why you get the red square. We're going to do that one, and then you can see. And I'm also going to do one in, I'm going to wait, and then build it. Let me see, that's log, that's stone. I should in theory then have a mud here, shouldn't I? I don't have enough mud, but I will get enough mud. So here we're going to have issues because it's blocking repair and build spots. And here, same thing. So what we need to do is to give the butt here. So we'll only be a little bit in, but it's still organic. Here. This is how you can do some organic building. You can also do in a circle, complete, but you must have one entrance point so they can reach to the back to repair. Otherwise you will block off repair spots, and we can't do that because it can take ages to repair a big building if you do that, because then there's only space for one person to do the building. So you need to keep that in mind as well. These guys can easily be open now because these have been harvested. There's plenty seeds everywhere. You guys can be open too. So these guys, okay, so not, yeah, I've taken down the priority on these so they shan't overproduce flour in comparison to the bread, because they tend to want to mill more than they want to bake. So that's why the ovens are max prio and the mills are default prio. So then we have no waste, but we still have plenty bread. You can see, plenty bread. So these are going to contain, yeah, they are containing pulse produce. So what you want people to eat the most of, you should create the most storage for, most service points. So when you have cultivated food, creating much more service points, storage areas for the food that you cultivate yourself will cause people to eat much more of the cultivated food. And the less the food you want them to eat less of, you want them to save a bit, or because it's not that liked, you have fewer service points for. And also keep in mind that the more busy your tribe is, the higher work hours you have, the more service points you need, because they will not stand forever in line waiting for a service point. They will instead go directly to work. And this is how you kill your kids. This is how you kill your kids, guys. Have enough service points so they don't stop eating in the morning because you are keeping tribe too busy, having too high work hours and too few service points. Yeah, that's basically it. Are these done now? Gosh. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They are. Right, that means this one is also going to become kale. So now they're going to clear away this. I could wait. Actually, I'm going to wait till January, because then they all disappear by themselves, and then we don't have to use workforce on it. So let's wait. That's a smart thing to do. Don't use workforce if you don't have to. Oh, another female, because we already got a female earlier with one of the migrants that came. So now we have 2 females and a bull. Yeah. Where are they? There they are. This one. You go there. Oh, they arrived with the hats. That's very nice. She has... Yeah, it has good food processing. Oh, it got good woodworking. Did he actually? No, he has less. And you, what do you have? Yeah, leatherworking. I think it's a little bit less than we have. No, I tell a lie. She actually increased her leatherworking. Good job, girl. There you go. How old is my goat? Now it's 11. Okay, so this year he will die. Yep. This is 5. And how long? So these are 2. That means I can kill this one, the one that will give less offspring, and still have 2 males, because his half brothers will still be kept alive. So now we have this stud, and I'm going to leave him in tribe. So we lost an old female, and I'm going to lose this one, but his son is going to take over. One or both of them actually are going to take over. So now cross fingers that this guy, he's already coupled up with a normal cow. So I'm not too hopeful they will get offspring, a lot of offspring. If we are lucky, they might have 1 set of offspring, and if we are luckier, then we get more with migrants, which we will. You will get it with your migrants. Definitely with migrants, yeah. Migrants will more often than not bring livestock. So roughly every 2 out of 4 at the moment will bring livestock. You will have some that will bring none. So it's not that they will all bring everything. They won't. They will not do that. I'm down to 60 frames now, 68. The frames are jumping a bit up and down because I'm also doing other things. I'm also having my editing program up, plus my recording program, so that is taking some of my my GPU, CPU, graphic card, and whatever not. I know way too little about it. Oh, I need more reed. Okay, let's... No, you should have enough reed. I'll give you 2 more people. The thing is, the problem is that when there's farming, you need to have enough stored to cover the months that people are not doing anything except farming. If you don't have that, then you will have these episodes where they go quite long time lacking. But you see, you only need 30 to repair it. So it's a blessing that they actually reduced the reed need for storehouses, because storehouses is so good to have for absolutely everything to last longer. Everything is helped by storehouses. So don't overbuild your reed housing, because you will need reed to do your storehouses as well, because storehouses is a bigger need and a bigger want than these. These will when these are going into minus, we need to remove them. At the moment they're only +3. And also notice that when they need repair, they will have no sleep quality, because you can't sleep in them. That's why you can't see no sleep quality. While the ones who doesn't need repair will list their quality, their service quality, +3. So when it goes in minus, we're going to remove these 2 and replace them with straw, with these, the roundhouses. Any of them will do. So how much waste do we have now? Still waste ropes, because we're not building a lot, and we have a limit on the bows. I'm going to change that a little bit. Let me see. I'm going to give you 4. You guys are going to do 80. You guys are going to do 4. 80, 80. You guys are going to do 20. You guys are still staying on 3, and you are on 80. I don't want to share too much of my flint with flint spears, because when you are in the Neolithic, you don't need hunters to come with meat every day. Let them work harder with poorer quality tools, which means that you have a higher percentage chance of keeping up the hunting skills. The same goes for your fishermen. When you are pausing them, you are running the risk of lowering your fishing skills. As you can see here, we have an old one with no fishing skills. There's no point in her learning them, because she will die within a decade. And this guy is progressing the fishing skill we have. So what we should do with limits, which needs to be a little bit higher now, we can put them on 44. That's 2 rounds on the dryer. And then we have the younger generation also joining in to learn the skills. So you need to keep an eye on your skill building all the time. The tribe is big enough to rotate well on the task, so that not only one person is doing them all the time. You will have the expert doing them anyway. Okay, so now these can be locked down again. Okay. See, there's not much you get. Not much at all. That's it. 38. It's a tripling of what you put in. So if you use 8 seeds, you get 24 back. Or is that a doubling of seeds? Me and maths. You guys do the maths. Okay, let's see how these are doing. Look, they are in each other. This one is quite expertly inside. You can see it's building. Can you see they're building it inside the hut? I'm not sure this is actually going to work, because they can't go inside the hut to build, I think. We might struggle a bit. I might have to delete it. Or have it like that forever. This one is basically next to it, not totally organic. Yeah, because we have taken some of the repair spots from this one, but they are inside this one. So I just hope that that I haven't sabotaged myself now, because that could happen. It could happen. Keep that in mind. If you have a repair spot inside a house, and the house is almost done building or done building, the one that's inside, you could end up not managing to complete the other house that you have organically in it. So it's smart to always save your game before you do it, before you try it. And if you see that doesn't work, you can reload and do something different with it, or change the direction of the service points and stuff, or the repair points. So maybe I should put down another one of those. I think we are okay, because there are not so many that they don't have a space to go eat. It used to be that the animals were lingering by the food trays for such a long time that the others starved to death. But I realized, oh, that is the problem. Why are we losing livestock to starvation when we have plenty of food? And then I went into the seams and I looked, and I saw that whenever our animal was done eating, they didn't move away from the food. They stood there and took up the service points, and nobody else could take it. So, and then I informed the devs that this is why we are losing our livestock with lots of food in camp for them. And then they coded them to remove themselves from the feeding area the second they were done. And this is why we no longer lose any animals to starvation. Oh, you guys are fighting over the resources, okay. Yeah, because you need 3 more and you need a bit more. 27. 27, I think. I'm going to do this. Yeah. So they do more. Or I could cheat. I just need to make sure I'm taking what's fully matured and nothing else. Because if you do want to cheat like this, okay, let's remove the gathering. We don't want the stones. Now we're going to get 80 cuts of these. That should cover it. When you do this and you see that they don't go, does not go do it, then you need to up your communal task, because then there's not enough free people to go do your bidding here. If you increase it to max here, they will more or less all go based on how many tasks there is to do. And this can be dangerous, because that means that people who are doing other really important tasks will stop that and come do this. So abuse it well. Don't kill your tribe, because you can easily do that. Let me see, so now that has started. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have so many free people, we don't have to fiddle with the communal task. If we did this, put it here, then everyone would come. We don't need that. So let's not disturb the balance too much. Okay, so this one is now done. Then there's only this one lacking. And yeah, they are up in decay. Yeah, they are at 80%. At 80% they are yellow. At 85-ish, or is it 90, they turned red. Then the fly turns red. Then you know they are rotting away as we speak. Yeah. And now these need repair as well. So these do not need ropes to be repaired. They need sticks. And sticks, we are on 67. We could perhaps do well with doing a bit more. Let me see how many they need. So they need 6. So we should be alright with what we have. But the problem is that we are then removing from the ones who are doing the weapons. So I'm going to give these 350. I don't need to do kale anymore. We have plenty kale, so I'm going to give you 2 more people. 6 people to get those. Oh, now they are doing these again. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, you're not supposed to do those. You're supposed to do the kale. I forgot about it, but I'm going to fix it now. Like this. And this, the entirety is going to be kale. There you go. And they won't need work until July. So there. Okay, I think these are okay. Can we see them inside? Yeah, we can still see them inside. Let me have a look. Is that the game or is it my mod? Is it my mod working? It isn't. So it's the game. Okay. I have a lower height camera mod, which is basically the only thing I can use when I'm testing. I do have a population mod that I play around with every now and then, but I can't do any testing with it because I go over 1,000 population, and that is not something that the game is possible. It's not possible in the game at the moment. 512 is the max people you can have at the moment, and I have to just admit that is my fault, because I played with over 700 people and had 1 frames per second. So it is my fault that the devs lowered it from 65,000 to 512. I'm hanging my head in shame. I need to stop telling them things. I need to stop informing them of everything. Okay, now we can take away whatever's left because we have covered what we needed of the read. This one is done and this one is done. Yeah. Only 5 left, okay. 1 left. 0 left. Now it sticks. I'm going to need to get some sticks. I'm going to go a little bit further away because they're probably taking everything that is close to camp. Then we're going to do this. There you go, 20 should do it. And since this task is further away from camp, we need to up the communal tasks so they are more likely to go do them. Yeah, we are on a hill. I forgot that we started on a hill because we saw it over here, didn't we? Oh, a hill, yeah. There you go. Ooh. The moon has a halo. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Almost. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. There you go. And remove those. Bit dark, but hey. And F12. Look. That's quite cool, isn't it? Hey. There you go. Oh, these are done already? February. Well, that kind of means we have too many people doing it, but let's go down to, because now they are better. You can see it's almost 50%, so they are doing better. So this is what I mean. The better they get, the less people you need. These guys are, yeah. Oh, they are definitely enough as well. Definitely enough. So I'm going to put them to 4 or 8. And these guys, how much do you have to do? Yeah, you only have that one. Yeah. You can go down as well. I'll give those 10 though. Actually, I probably should give these 10 too, just to be safe. There you go. But now we have reduced quite a bit, because it seems the majority of the tribe, or plenty of those who are doing farms, have gained a lot more skills, because you will learn really quickly. When it's below 50%, they will like rush through the learning because it's so easy. It's the last part from 75 to 100 that is going to take a long time, but that is also when we struggle the most, because we don't have enough tasks in a well-established tribe to keep everyone occupied with the skills all the time. So skill learning is can be quite tricky to get right. And after 1 KB's AD, you no longer get any knowledge from the migrants, because they will no longer be carrying any Neolithic or Mesolithic. It will be modern times, how to make skyscrapers and electric stuff. I never exaggerate. Electric stuff. Well, I think we're getting away with having it so high into the house. See? When we get the square houses, the Greek things that we've seen in the trailers, I'm going to do a lot of these things. It's like Lego. I'm going to use them like Legos to build stuff. Yeah, this one is not integrated. It looked integrated with the roof and stuff, but it's actually on its own, because I didn't want to go into the others, because it would be blocking their build parts, build and repair spots, and we can't do that. Let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, it's decaying away the flax, because we only have 11 animals and I don't eat enough to make up for that. But we will get more. So if you waste a bit of flax grains, don't worry about it too much. It's much more important to not waste any wild produce, because wild produce is what you don't want to waste. So we have little of everything. They are fairly low. But the wild produce or the cultivated produce, you should always harvest, so that you get more controlled growth, because that controlled growth will be your fields instead of in the wild. There will always be some in the wild. You cannot avoid it, but you can help by harvesting some of it, so you get more cells used yourself. It's a bit of an evil circle, because the less you harvest them, the more they will produce in the wild. But there is a limit, of course. You're not going to have the entire locality full of wheat if you don't harvest them for 5 years in a row. Not going to happen. There's a limit to how much they're going to reproduce when there already are cells in locality. There is a limit, so you save nothing by not harvesting anything. Yeah, but you do in the beginning, at least you can do a lot of reseeding. Just leave some of the crop types out along with the other wild produce. You will have a good amount of reseeding, but when you've been here for 50 years and you have reached your limit on everything, you won't really have a growth. And when tribe is 450, you won't get more growth from the or 512 is correct. You won't get more growth from nature, because it follows your tribe size, you see. So if you play it right, you will never run out of food. The fishermen, we can easily fish an entire year, and then we pause them for an entire year, and when we then activate them again, they have all the fish pools 100% replenished again. So to see if it's time to replenish by pausing your fishermen, you check how far from camp are they, and how big are the pools. So this pool is fairly big, and it's fairly close to the tribe. You can see there are several pools still very close. That means you have much to go on. You have quite a bit to work with. You can see there are several pools, and you only have 4 fishermen. Then you don't need to pause them yet. But you see, the further away they are, the closer to the edge they go, and the pools are smaller, you can see less fish in them. Then you could do well with letting the fish replenish in peace for roughly a year or so. If you wait a year from a 0 pool, then you have full replenishment. If you wait 8 months with just a few fish, you have full replenishment. If you fish out roughly half, then you just need like 4 to 6 months to have full replenishment. So you can also do fishing 4 months, then you wait 4 months, then you fish 4 months, or you fish half a year and you wait half a year. You know, the longer you fish, the longer you must wait. The max is 1 year anyway. Yeah. So that is one thing to do, you can do. And also the large prey. If you want to save, for instance, if you get a yellow arrow on any of these, it means that there are very few left of them in the vicinity. You can then remove them from your list. That means the hunters will not hunt them and they will replenish. Also, what I do, I check regularly in in high population tribes where I've hunted a lot, to see if they're going for pregnant animals as well, because that means there are also few left of that species, because otherwise they would not go for the pregnant, they would go for the elder. And don't forget that vicinity also matters in the targets that the hunters are getting every morning from system. If there is only young ones or females inside the target where game seeks, and the elders are outside, the hunters will go for the younger ones and the females. So when you see that and you know there are more elder males elsewhere, take those animals off your list until they have moved around in locality, and then try a few days later, add them to your list, and then you will see what is system targeting. Are they still targeting young females or females at all, or pregnants, or are they now going for the elder males? If they're going for the elder males, you have been lucky and they have rotated around in the locality, and you can now, with good conscience, go kill off the elder and all the overflow males. So this is something you as a player need to pay attention to yourself, because game will not do that for you. Game is limited to an area of effect targeting. Anything above that, you as a player must manipulate yourself, and you can do it. You just check your hunters every now and then, and then you will see. You will anyway get a report up here when you have few left of any specific breed. They will then inform you that you have few left of this and this and this, and then you can go and remove them from your list. So you can have a lot of nice flocks of many types of species of prey and not run out if you just are a little bit vigilant about keeping an eye on your hunters and see how wildly they are ravaging your wildlife. So you need to keep an eye on that yourself. Yeah. So completely possible to have huge flocks of all species if you just pay attention. Because livestock breeding plus wild animal breeding has been increased. So, and now that male died from old age, so now we have 7. Now let's see if these guys, she's not pregnant yet. What about the other cow? The little one, she's too young. She will mature in her 4th year, so she's not far off. Okay, so now we are 38 BC, and we still have a little bit of a way to go before we can get more housing types. We are specifically waiting for the longhouse, because I want the longhouse over here with medium houses on each side, because I'm going to show you how to do the organic building with those as well. So now I've shown you with the smaller housing, I've shown you with the fencing and the housing put together. And I quite like that we can just chuck them inside housing. It looks very realistic in my opinion, because that's what they did, didn't they? They built them up against the houses, didn't they? So now we're going to wait till we can see the longhouse in red, because that means that now the tribe is aware that this kind of building exists, and now they all want to work towards to get it. So we're going to then work towards getting it, to make sure that we can keep our people happy. We want our people to be 100% happy. Although until nobody is sleeping in any of these, we will not get 100%. So we're going to continue to add more of the roundhouses, so that nobody in the end is sleeping out in the open, out in the lesser housing. There you go. How doing with food? We're good with food. Yeah. Yeah, they're all filled. They're all done. This one will be done in July. See how far these are. Yeah, you're good, and you're good. Yeah. We have everything under control. A bit of waste I see still, even though we turned down stuff. Yeah, leather, you know, we should try to trade it away before it rots too much away. So these here, let's trade everything we have. Because we have so much. We have, how much do we have? 102. So let's do those. And we're going to do this to make sure they get out quickly. We could probably get away with this as well. Yeah. Yeah, and they are off. That means we can put back this and this. Now they've taken with them. How much did they take? Yeah, so there's 43 left. And they've taken with them in 59. You can see that they are kind of rotting as they're walking. Not much left now. Yeah. Let's see how much there is left. 6. Yeah, they are rotting away. Yeah, but there's not much we can do about that because we we use them now for our threshers, and we use them to repair our pelt pittas, and that's it. That's it for now. Some of the tools we're getting soon that is in testing now, they require leather as a binding material, and then you will have a more versatile use for the leather compared to now. But there will be more leather use in the future, not far off at all. Yeah, I think 40 is too much as well. I'm going to lower it to 20. You guys don't need to make 20, you can make 10. It is the rope group that should focus on these, so you guys are going to do 20. Because each or each roundhouse takes 10. Or does it not? Has that changed? I need to check. There it is. Let's see. It's changed to 5, so they need even less now. Okay. I am going to activate these with more power for stones. Yes, we have stones. So we're going to do you here. And then I'm going to leave them with that one. And I'm going to have another one over here. Just turn it the right way. Push it. Getting it the right way is not that easy when you can't see it. So here, roughly here. This one's going to be paused because we're going to do one at a time because we don't have enough materials to do more in camp. How are we for logs? 76. How are we for mud? We have 500. That means we can, in theory, place down our mud house, a mud round house, and then one opposite here. Here. Is that, gosh, I can't see properly. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. But this one is going to be paused. Because we only have 500. There you go. And we should have 5 per house. That is 10. And we have 10. So then all will be occupied and all will be working on their architecture skills. So architecture skills at the moment is 60%. In order to get longhouse, you actually only need 60% nowadays because that has been lowered by the devs to try to combat the culture dance, because the culture dance made sure that we first got something and then someone died or became adult of a different culture and then we lost it, and then someone died or became adult of another culture again, then we got it back, and that is the culture dance. And I don't think we can avoid it unless we lock down the object that is bouncing until we have at least 20-25% overweight of the corresponding influence, cultural influence. So we will see if the devs are following my recommendation or not. I have said it for a while that we can't just do changes without locking the object, because the object will be lost and gone and lost and gone, and we have that continuously. And I think I've said it for almost 2 years that this is going to happen continuously no matter what you do, unless you do it a bit different.